The main woman behind ID Dunedin Fashion Week is stepping aside after 15 years. Susie Staley has nurtured the annual event from its humble beginnings to international acclaim, and she's here to discuss the end of her tenure as ID Committee Chairwoman. Good evening.
Good evening.
So what's brought you to this decision?
I think I'm on record now as saying I'm tired and grumpy, so well, 15 years is a long time, so it's a huge part of my life. I think I need to hand it over to someone else and get on with the rest of my life.
Tell us how ID began.
Well, I wasn't involved in the first two, so it's actually going to be in its 17th year. It started in a bar, group of designers and Teresa Stevenson, councillor, thought it was a good idea, and then it went from there.
How has it evolved over the years?
The first year I was involved was the first railway station show, and you can see it's gone from one event, one show, to a week-long event, 1,600 people each night at the railway station, the emerging designers, a collection of events throughout the week.
Which aspect of the show are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of the fact that you can't but fail to notice it's on in Dunedin. It changes Dunedin. You know, a lot of blokes come up to me and go, "Oh, you do a great job," and someone actually once said to me, "Oh, 3 more sleeps." I had no idea what he was talking about. But it really sets the town alight. People notice it's on.
How much of your year was spent on ID organisation?
Well, there's never a time you're not organising it. That's not a joke, but the day we finish, journalists usually ring me up and say what's happening next year. But it's a very tight time frame, and so there would be no week, literally, even when I had a sabbatical last year in Paris, and every few days I was on my email. I also go and see people when I'm away deliberately for ID. That's all in my own time.
But you do have a main line of work that's not fashion.
Exactly. I'm a lawyer. I have a practice in town with a business partner, Rachel Cardoza, and I'm completely self-employed, and I have obviously a life in directorship circles as well.
Who's going to be taking over from you?
Well, the committee, which has had a lot of transition, a lot of the same people, some new members, and Sherry Lucas will be the chair, or is now the chair.
Are you confident that you're leaving ID in good hands?
Of course I am. I mean, we had a funding crisis as usual, but last year we've built our reserves extremely well.
What are the key challenges in staging this event each year?
Money, timing. It's a very short time frame, and of course we've gone through things like the Christchurch earthquake, an economic recession, Rugby World Cup, Cricket World Cup. They all suck sponsorship dollars, and it's in Dunedin. You know, Auckland gets a lot of publicity, but we are a very large event for Dunedin.
What do you think the future holds for ID?
A lot, but it's all dependent on keeping it exciting, keeping it new, and having a point of difference.